I spent the night in the woods. And something wasn't right. I've always loved the woods, they're calm, they're quiet. But one night, deep in the forest, everything changed. Something was out there, watching me. And it wasn't human. It was late spring, just after dusk. I was miles from the nearest road, no cell signal, just trees and silence. The air was cool, but heavy, like the forest was holding its breath. I set up camp near a clearing, the moonlight barely cutting through the thick canopy. Everything felt too still, like the woods themselves were waiting for something. Around midnight, as I sat by the fire, I caught movement out of the corner of my eye. A tall, thin figure standing just beyond the tree line. It wasn't an animal, too still, too deliberate. Its shape flickered like a shadow, but when I blinked, it was closer. Its eyes, if they were eyes, they didn't reflect light. They were empty holes, sucking in all the warmth around me. I froze. My chest tightened. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. The figure didn't blink or breathe. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, it vanished, leaving only silence and cold dread behind. Later, as I tried to sleep, whispers started, soft, urgent, like dozens of voices calling from just beyond the trees. Leaves rustled, but there was no wind. Footsteps circled my tent, slow and deliberate, never getting closer, but never leaving either. I unzipped my tent, heart pounding, desperate to see what was there, but the woods were empty. Still, the whispers didn't stop. They grew louder, pleading, almost angry. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. The forest was alive with something, and it didn't want me here. Just before dawn, a faint light appeared deep in the woods, soft and pulsing like a heartbeat. It wasn't a flashlight. It wasn't fire. It was something else entirely. Drawn by a mix of curiosity and terror, I stepped out of my tent. The air grew icy, every nerve on edge. Then, just as I reached the edge of the clearing, the light exploded. A cold breath brushed my neck. I spun around, nothing. But I knew I wasn't alone. That night changed me. I thought the woods were peaceful, but they hide something older, darker, and far more terrifying. Have you ever felt something watching you, just out of sight? Something not meant to be seen? If you have, share your story below, because out here, in the dark, no one is truly alone. If this story chilled you, hit like and subscribe for more true encounters with the unknown. I've got another terrifying adventure coming, this time from an abandoned asylum. Stay tuned, if you dare.